Most people think broadcast emails, automated emails, and workflow emails are all the same thing. They're not, and understanding the difference will save you hours of frustration and prevent you from using the wrong tool for the job. I'm Christina, and I help entrepreneurs build businesses that work with how their brains are wired. Today, I'm breaking down the three main types of emails you can send with FableForge so you know exactly when to use each one. Number one is broadcast emails, also called campaigns. These are one time emails you send manually. You write it, you choose who gets it, you hit send, or schedule it to go out at a time and date you'd like. Think of it like sending a group text. You write it once, but everyone gets their own copy. You use broadcast emails for newsletters and updates to your list, one time announcements or promotions, time sensitive information, or anything you want to send right now or schedule for a specific time. Number two is automated emails. These happen automatically when someone does something specific, triggering them to go out automatically. These include when someone fills out a form and then gets an immediate email, or when someone books an appointment on your calendar and they get emails for confirmation, reminders, and follow ups. Simple automations that trigger based on a single action that someone takes. Last is number three, workflow emails. These are automated, more complex sequences with multiple steps and logic. For example, welcome sequences that go over several days after someone joins your program, nurture campaigns that adapt based on whether someone clicks a link in your email, behavior triggered follow ups that change depending on what someone does. Here's the simple rule: if you're manually choosing when to send it and who gets it, that's a broadcast. If it happens automatically based on something a contact does, that's automation, either a simple form or calendar automation or a more complex workflow. So let's say you want to send a newsletter every week. That's a broadcast. You're choosing when to send it. Someone fills out a form to download your free guide. That immediate delivery email is a form automation. It happens automatically. But if you want that person to then receive a series of 5 emails over the next 2 weeks, helping them use that guide, that's a workflow because there are multiple steps and conditional logic that happen automatically over time. Understanding these terms matters if you're trying to figure out how to send a newsletter and you're digging around in workflows because you'd be in the wrong place. You'll waste time, get frustrated, and convince yourself this is too complicated. If you're trying to automate a welcome sequence and you're looking at campaigns, same problem. You can't set up a multi step automation from the broadcast section. Each tool exists for a specific purpose, and using the right tool makes everything easier. When it comes to building them, I recommend that you start with broadcast. Build that muscle, get comfortable manually sending emails. Learn what subject lines work for your audience, figure out what content resonates, understand the metrics. Then layer in simple automations, form autoresponders for lead magnets, calendar notifications for booking confirmations. Then start building complex workflows because by that point, you'll understand what goes into emails better, how to use the tools, and you can build sequences that actually work. Too many people try to start with workflows because they think automation is the goal. But if you're not familiar with sending emails yet, that's like trying to paint a masterpiece the first time you pick up a paintbrush. Build the foundation first, add complexity later. The biggest mistake I see are things like people building elaborate welcome sequences before they've ever sent a single broadcast to their list. They spend hours setting up a 5 email workflow with conditional branches and perfect timing. And then they realize they don't actually know what goes into each email or how to make sure it aligns with their audience. Start simple. Send some broadcasts, see what works. Then automate the things that are working. The free tutorial I published walks through how to send your first email broadcast step by step. It covers when to use broadcast versus automation, how to test everything before you send, what all those confusing email terms mean, and how to avoid the common mistakes that tank your deliverability. The full step by step guide is on my blog. I'll drop the link in the description below. And if you need a system that handles all of this in one platform, broadcast, automation, workflows, plus your CRM, forms, calendars, everything, check out FableForge at fableforgesuite.com/join. You can start using it today for $127 a month, way less than paying for scattered tools that don't talk to each other. What questions do you have about simplifying your email marketing? Drop a comment. I read them all and I'm happy to clarify anything that's still fuzzy.